guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and our boy Guldo has got a Dokkan Awakening. Or EZA, my bad. Look at me, the hype of the 350 million download celebration going so crazy. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this. Let's give our boy Guldo a stickeroo right here. And we'll go ahead and test him out. I think Guldo's pretty good. Right now, two of the Ginyu Force members have EZAs, Guldo and Recoome. I think both of them are pretty solid. I would probably say Recoome is a lot better. I just think you're going to be able to utilize him in many more stages in the game. But this Guldo definitely seems like he'll be solid. I do think Guldo is going to be a solid little unit for Super Battle Road stages. Alright guys, so a lot of the times when I'm running these Ginyu Force members for these showcases, it's probably going to be here on Space Traveling Warriors. They're definitely going to work well on Terrifying Conquer as well. We'll see. Like, as of right now, I'm recording this. I'm going to make sure this video goes live today, and then the Recoome showcase as well. Literally later tonight, we're going to be getting the data download and the banners for Goku and Frieza. I'm uncertain of what the Planet Namek Saga category is going to look like after they drop, right? If, you know, perhaps running like some sort of full Frieza and Ginyu Force type build will be very good for that team or not, I don't know. Ginyu Force obviously is not really a legitimate team for our boy Guldo or any of these units. Dragon Ball Seekers will be good. You know, just really getting as many options on that team as possible is obviously going to be very helpful. Guldo's also on Special Pose. I really think that Special Pose, this is where I think a lot of global players are going to be able to get very high value out of these Ginyu Force EZA units, is, you know, beating this stage. The Special Pose category Super Battle Road stage when that does drop, right? Alright, so Guldo, right? He gets 50% defense on Super, 50% chance of stunning on Super. He gets 40% defense when his key is 12. Then he gets another 10% attack and defense per Ginyu Force category ally on the team, up to a max of 50%, which we do have activated. That's what could hurt Guldo a little bit there. Is that ability right there, right? Because, you know, if you're going to use Guldo on, say, like, Extreme Tech, or if you're going to be rocking Guldo really on, like, a lot of teams without a ton of Ginyu Force members, his stats might look not as impressive, whereas, like, Recoome, right, definitely does not have that same issue. Okay, Guldo's links are Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Telekinesis, Brutal Beatdown, Brainiacs, and Shattering Limit. Unfortunately, Telekinesis, I mean, I pointed this out before when I did the private server video on our boy Guldo, but Telekinesis, this is probably the worst link in the game. This is actually the worst link in the game, Telekinesis, because number one, you look at the roster, but then all it does is lower enemy defense by 20%. Like, this link is actually worthless. And it's like, where are you going to activate this? Right? Like, where, who, why, when, what, how? Like, it's just, it's pointless. It's a really, really dog shit link. Very unfortunate for our boy Guldo, right? Like, again, that Telekinesis link, that should give, like, 2 key, 30% attack and defense, and lower enemy defense. Alright, so notice the variety of effects right there. Again, when Guldo supers, he's getting 50% defense on super, 50% chance to stun, he lowers enemies' attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns on his passive, he seals the attacked enemy for that turn, and then, of course, he's also giving himself the 40% defense if key is 12, right? So it's like, again, Guldo just does a lot. Guldo is able to super attack at SA10. Definitely a very helpful ability for Super Battle Road runs, for sure, right? Being able to sort of activate that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of Zangia right here. Zangia can be annoying. I believe she like lowers attack or something like that. So let me just get rid of Zangia, and then the rest of Bojack's minions, not really too much of a concern here. So we're running Space Traveling Warriors. Remember that Bojack is a support type unit. So on that last turn we had just saw, Guldo was getting the support type buff from Bojack, right? The 30% he gives, and then Bojack gives, what, an extra 10% attack and defense, I think, per enemy. I think it's for an extra 2 enemies, right? I believe is how it works. But Bojack, you know, at maxed out, is able to give, what is it, 50%? Let me just look up what Bojack's passive is. Bojack is still a really good unit. You know, you want to For him to be very good defensively, though, he needs, like, a specific setup, but he certainly can be good. So, yeah, 30% attack and defense against one enemy. Then he gets another 10% attack and defense with 2 enemies, another 10% attack and defense with 3 enemies. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so let me hit Zangief right there. That should finish her off. Okay, how is Guldo doing? Those same 3 links. He's up to 91k defense. But again, remember, he's getting 50% defense on Super and then 40% defense on, his 12 key effect. So it's tough to see. I mean, he's definitely under 200k defense for sure. And that's where it's like, if we directly compare Guldo to Recoome, oh, there's a dodge right there. That's probably not 3 dodge, actually. I have good equips on all my Ginyu Force members from, trying to do those stages. So I imagine that LR Tech Ginyu might have some sort of additional equips, increasing dodge and stuff like that. Let me just check. Because I always do love the beautiful ability here. Let's, Tech Ginyu, what are you looking at here? Yeah, he's got a bunch of dodge equips, yeah. I always do love the beautiful, glorious, 3 dodge in these videos, but unfortunately, that was not a case of 3 dodge. How I wish it was, so I could go on and on and on about how good 3 dodge is, but it's fine. Alright, now, I think one thing I do want to do with this Guldo is let's do another run. We'll just go to any team, Terrifying Conqueror, Dragon Ball Seeker, it doesn't really matter. And I want to go to a team where we have no Ginyu Force allies on the team at all. And I want to see what stats Guldo is doing when there's no other Ginyu Force category allies at all on the team with him, right? Okay, this is a pretty good turn for our boy Guldo here, too. Yeah, we have a lot of links active. Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Brainiac, Shattering the Limit. This is a good turn right there, 100k. Yeah, so now I think he is over 200k defense on this turn. So, all right, we're going to do this turn right here. And then we'll go ahead and go to a team with no other Ginyu Force allies. So where Guldo is going to be getting only 10% attack and defense from that part of his passive, because he himself will count, but we don't have the other 4 Ginyu Force members around to buff him. Alright, so let's see what Guldo does right here. Gets up to 2.84. Again, in a Super Battle Road situation, Guldo is really good, I think, but outside of that, I don't know that we're going to be able to get too much use out of him in a lot of these stages. So, I mean, it's good or bad. I don't know. He at least has a very strong purpose, right? And that's, I think he's actually going to be pretty good in Super Battle Road. Alright, so now we have Guldo over here on the Terrifying Conqueror team. He's at 78k still right here. Okay. I mean, so we're linked up with LR Vegeta and Nappa. We got Brutal Beatdown and Shattering the Limit. Those are sort of the 2 common links that Guldo has. I mean, Brainiacs as well, right? There's several units we'd be able to get. I think, Golden Cooler I could have put on here because of Transformation Boost, right? He's a character that'd have, like, Brainiacs and Shattering Limit. I think he has Brutal Beatdown as well. Okay, so we are getting 50% as well from STR Cooler. Remember, there's multiple enemies, so we're getting the full 50% Terrifying Conqueror boost. Alright, so let's go and see what damage we get from our boy Guldo right here. Now, this is without any other Ginyu Force members. That attack stat is really bad. That's, whew. I mean, people, like, I gauge these attack stats, and it's like, I swear, people compare a lot of this stuff to, like, these units from, like, years ago. Like, what? It's like, nah, dude, like, that attack stat right there is not good for a free-to-play unit. Even free-to-play units now, it's like, we're not gauging this shit on, like, characters from years ago. That attack stat's not good for Guldo. His defense right there, maybe it was like 150-ish or something. It's like, I think Guldo is going to be reliant on using a lot of Ginyu Force units. So it's definitely going to limit him. Whereas, like, again, we could just directly compare him to Recoome, because Recoome dropped, and it's like Recoome can, get close to like a 4 million attack stat with like 300k defense, and he's guarding, right? Like, that's like summonable unit level easily. And our poor boy Guldo here, he's just gonna be a god in some Super Battle Road stages, more or less, right? Our boy Guldo here. But still, he is able to contribute. He's got value, right? With free-to-play units, oof, oh boy. Yeah, that's the LR Turles that people go crazy for right there. Ay, ay, ay. So LR Turles, right? You know, I'm mixed on him. I definitely don't like him as much as other people do. I'm going to say this, though. When this guy EZAs, LR Turles is going to be Giga Chad is what that's going to be. Like, when you could rock AGL Turles, like, on rotation with LR Turles, that is going to be nutty. That is going to be a nutty rotation. I cannot wait for that. All right, so we have a decent rotation right here. We have our boy Garlic Jr. around, as well as Vegeta and Nappa and stuff. Okay, so what are we at? 75k. Again, that's going to push us to what? He gets 50% on super attack right there. I mean, that's over 100. It's not that great. And then he gets the extra 40% after. I mean, at maximum, though, he's going to be rocking like 150k defense, 140k defense. Oh, dude, I don't know. I think his numbers are a little low. Because it's just like, you know, I would like to be able to use Goldo outside of Super Battle Road. And it's like, you know, Battlefield, Extreme Tech is pretty bad. Battlefield, certainly, you know, we could make use out of this guy if you're going up against a fight where, you know, you could seal the enemy, or you could stun the enemy, or you could attack, debuff the enemy. I mean, he hits him with all three, right? Which is very good. But, yeah, he's okay. Let's do, like, let's do one more run. Maybe I kind of want to see what, like, you know, maybe our girl B-Pan, go ahead and pop that active skill, because we could get B-Pan on Space Traveling Warriors. Maybe like LR Tech Ginyu, Goldo, and B-Pan, and just see what attacks that our boy Goldo gets. Alright, so now we're over here on Space Traveling Warriors. We'll get a turn here before we activate the active skill and see what our boy Goldo is able to get up to. So here he is with Shattering the Limits. We're going to get the support from the LR Ginyu as well. Next turn, we'll have Jace, which is good, because Jace is basically Goldo's best friend in terms of links, right? I mean, we're going to have Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Brainiacs, and Shattering the Limit, so it's going to be a nice combo. A lot of attack and a lot of defense, right? I mean, Ginyu Force, honestly, I feel like the Ginyu Force link is not good enough. If we take a look at this, right? So this is Ginyu Force right here. This is 25% attack and 5% chance to crit. I think it should be 25% attack and defense and 5% chance to crit. Like, there's no reason why a lot of these links should be sort of subpar like that. I see no value in not making these links just crazy out of control. They really should. You know, because that is what is going to help balance some of these, like, I don't know, like, not as hype characters that are not being run like that. You know, like, again, Ginyu Force, like that. Because that's why, like, you know, the Turles units and Bojack and Cell and Majin Buu, a lot of them are so much better because the links that they have were massively buffed like that, right? Look at the Majin link, which is giving Ki now, right? Look at Bojack's, what is it, Galactic Warriors or whatever. You know, that's like attack, defense, Ki, it does everything. So, you know, I really do wish that the Ginyu Force links would have been upgraded a little bit. Like, Signature Pose is good, I guess, you know, 3 Ki and 7% attack, sure. But I feel like that one even maybe could be a little bit better. 3 Ki is nice. I mean, I don't know, that's basically Over in a Flash. Over in a Flash has the exact same effect as well at Link level 10, which is 3 Ki and 7% attack. Alright, so really solid turn right here. We're going to have our 4 links from Goldo. 82k defense right there. This is with all of the Ginyu Force units. Does Goldo's ability, does that activate when he supers? The 10% attack and defense per Ginyu Force category, it almost seems like it does, but whatever. Alright, so we're getting support from Jace. We got Goldo, and then of course we've got our girl LRB Pan. Remember, we're on Space Traveling Warriors, full 170% leader skill. Let's see what Goldo gets up to right here. 3 mil. Okay, our boy Goldo. Again, not the craziest for like a Dokkan event or long event, but, you know, his role is utility, with the stun, the attack debuff, the seal. Like, those are the things that are going to make our boy Guldo look pretty solid. Alright guys, so this is Brutal Bind Guldo. His leader skill is the Planet Namek Saga category key 3 and 77% of stats, or Tech type key 3 and 50% of stats. His super attack is the Psycho Javelin, which greatly raises defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and has a high chance, a 50% chance, of stunning the enemy. His passive skill, Suppress, gives him 80% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 40% attack and defense if key is 12, because remember, he does super attack at 10 key. Then he lowers the enemy's attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns, and then he seals the attacked enemy's super attack for 1 turn. So again, if you think about this guy in one of these Super Battle Road stages, you super the enemy, he has a 50% chance to stun, he's 20% attack debuffing them also, and he'll seal guaranteed for that turn. So he really does lock the enemy down no matter what. I mean, you get the stun, you're good to go, but even if you don't get the stun, they're still sealed, they're still debuffed, right? He's still impacting the fight in a major way in those Super Battle Road stages, right? And then finally, I think this is what hurts Guldo. He gets an additional 10% attack and defensive buff per Ginyu Force category ally on the team. That hurts. They honestly, that 50% right there should have just been taken, like, just slapped to start a turn. Give him like 130% attack and defense at the start of turn. I think that would have been better. I am not a fan of that last part. That's very restrictive. Because you're going to want at least a couple of Ginyu Force units to give this guy some extra percentages. I mean, Christ, he's a free-to-play unit, right? His stats are low. His links are the Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Telekinesis, Brutal Beatdown, Brainiacs, and Shattering the Limits. 12 key multiplier is 130%, which is ultra mega bad. But, you know, I mean, free-to-play unit from years ago. In terms of Easy A's, there's 2 Easy A's where Guldo would be pretty good in. The Super 17 Easy A, and then also the, I don't know what to call it, but all those Battlefield units, like the Physical Super Saiyan Goku, Nova Shenron, Android 13, that 7-unit Easy A or whatever, that, you know, Guldo would be good against that one, because the stage 30 and beyond enemy there is the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. And then finally, our boy Guldo has a number of different categories he's on. Ginyu Force, of course, one of the worst teams in the game. Really are starving for that Dokkan Fest Captain Ginyu, or like a you know, body swap Ginyu Goku card that's good. Guldo's also over here on the Planet Namek Saga team, which is about to be massively mega buffed after this celebration is done. Guldo's also over here on the Dragon Ball Seeker team. All of the Ginyu Force members being a major power buff to this team is going to be really good, especially with Garlic Jr. on there and stuff like that. Guldo's also on Terrifying Conquerors, along with the entire Ginyu Force. He's also on Special Pose. This is where I think a lot of global players are going to be able to make very good use out of these Ginyu Force members on this Special Pose Super Battle Road when that comes out. And then finally, Guldo is on Space Traveling Warriors. So there is our boy Guldo. Pretty solid. Definitely a very capable and good option for Super Battle Road stages. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.